Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world. We are here for a BlankBoy reaction to his video, How Superman Defeated Lex Luthor's Hate by Saving the World, featuring CJ the Champ. Superman 2025, that movie was awesome. I loved it. I pre-ordered it on Amazon for when the physical copies came out. It came out earlier this week. It was delivered to my house. I watched it the very next morning and it was awesome. I have watched it numerous times since then, and well, I should say earlier this week at the time that I'm recording this. It will probably be like next week for you guys, but yeah, like it was awesome. I loved this movie. I love Corn Sweat Superman. I love Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor. I can't wait to see how BlankBoy and CJ are going to be, bringing their unique comedy and perspectives into this. So let's just hop in. Link to the original video will be in the description if you want to check it out on your own. Let's run this up.
So the movie opens with Superman crashing into 80s NBA player's favorite thing. That's no fun. This is a Superman that has just lost his first fight in 3 years. But when your rogues gallery outside of Lex and Doomsday are Toyman and fucking Mixie Pitlick, I'm sorry bro, I can't take that serious. That's Mickey Mouse. Your ops are Toys R Us and a nigga who be hunting rabbits? I'm not moved by that win record. Bro finally got some comp and now he in the Yamcha pose. He needs help in this moment, just like Yamcha 100% of the time. So Superman starts whistling in order to call for help. And I know that ain't who I think it is. Wasn't until later I realized bro was talking about sucking dick. The whistling worked though. Help.
Huh?
Wasn't until
yeah.
Later I realized bro was talking about sucking dick.
Yeah, literally.
Help is on the way. My son Crypto said I got you.
Yes, sir.
I just looked at my dog
Crypto.
inside. All that man does is hump shit. But maybe all dogs are the same because Crypto's ass is useless, stomping on him. As if his bones aren't already playing hide and seek in different parts of his body right now. Luckily, eventually, Crypto understands enough to carry Superman back to his squad. And they can't believe how bro looking right now. They thought he was indestructible. What happened? You looking like the man of marshmallows, not steel. Sorry, Clark. I've been developing things like emotions now. For example, comedy and lust. So when you gonna let me in your motherboard, shorty?
Hey.
Nigga, please focus on Superman. Which is exactly what they do, getting the angles right and reflecting off Professor X's bald-ass head. In order to heal Superman, all his bones recorrecting in his body got Brody in immense pain. But Professor X's baldness didn't give enough juice. They should have used Krillin. Because now Superman is at about 70% full strength, but still goes out there to get his rematch versus the dude who just beat his ass. This is exactly why in Injustice, Batman was fiending to bring Superman back to life. Bruce had dudes like The Flash and Aquaman right there and wasn't trying to queue up with them.
On some real shit. No, him. How do this nigga make money, bro? From a man? Nigga, fuck you, nigga. Talk about
The Hammer Bravia who slept Superman is now lasering a room of basketball YouTubers competition. A bunch of 9-to-5 niggas, construction workers who just got off a 16-hour shift getting put in a mixtape. And dudes taking selfies with the murderer. Niggas be like, nah, how'd they know I was an accomplice? The Hammer Bravia smells hope coming and he can't have that, charging in towards Superman. Trying to put more beats on Superman for being a good person. Nigga, did I just catch you trying to inspire? He's got Lex hacks too, shooting out 12C, old freaky ass call out as the Hammer Bravia starts choking the shit out of Superman. Superman getting shitted on cause Lex been studying his every move. Dudes will do all this while not knowing their mother's birthday. Lex tells him to hit Superman with an 18A, a nasty right hook, and while Superman is barreling through the air, Lex calls out 34B, grabbing Supes by the cape, looking like he got the wind knocked out of him. He really gotta stop letting niggas low bro him like this. But it won't end now because the Hammer Bravia turns him over and smacks him in the back of the head. Nah, cape pulled and back of the head slapped is crazy sunning. And on top of that, he catches up to Superman, grabbing him and starts spinning this man around in circles. This is so embarrassing. Look at his arms. Got this nigga hitting. Whee! The man of feathers is looking weak right now, and his reputation will only diminish more, getting thrown onto the ground and creating a crater. Luckily, Superman is a fan favorite out here, unlike Aquaman.
You want to grab one with me? I'm Ant-Man.
Literally.
Who the fuck is this?
So niggas are damn near ready to get hit by cars to go dick
Put some
eat him.
respect
Asking
on
Superman, "Are you
Aquaman's
okay?"
name, bro.
No.
Superman has now not only lost his first, but second fight in his career in the same day.
Those other wins you got were Mickey Mouse, nigga. I'm the real deal. No kryptonite or nothing.
The first and, oh I promise, not only example of Superman
This
getting rage
dog.
baited in this movie. But there's nothing he could do about it because the hammer Bravia dips.
Nah, what was this dog up to? Why was he smirking like that? This dog is scheming something like he Anthony Mackie. Like, what is this dog doing?
Rage baited in this movie.
Ain't
But
no
there's
way.
nothing he could do about it because the hammer Bravia dips and he's too weak to even stand out. And the only thing that can make an ass beating of this magnitude worse is having that shit recorded for the world to see. It's time to hop on that burner, twin. We finna see at definitely not Superman. Nah, AI go.
You know, I hate to say this, but it's in the movie. Right now, this is definitely a moment where somebody would say hashtag super shit. Yeah. Hate to say it, but you looking a little, you know, not like the Man of Steel right now. Clark, you ain't putting up some good numbers right now.
Crazy these days. But let's be honest though, when Superman is in a world with Lex Luthor, that sort of hate would be the least of it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let the psychopath dissector himself explain it to y'all. The floor is yours, CJ.
All right, y'all.
Let's
So
go.
we all know that Lex Luthor is a hating ass nigga. He ain't
Yeah.
new to this shit. I mean, this is the same man that spent $75 million on a presidential campaign just to piss Superman off. But I ain't gonna lie, this version of Lex took
He
the
took hate to a
another
different
level.
degree.
So starting
Like,
off, this
bruh.
man hated Superman so much. He started a whole conflict and plotted a genocide on an innocent country so
Yeah.
he could use it as a diversion to try to kill Superman.
Yeah.
Then he broke into the Fortress of Solitude, stole his last message that he ever got from his parents, and spun it to say that Superman came here to enslave us all and take over our planet, turning the entire public against him. Oh, and I forgot, he stole a damn dog when he broke into the
He
fortress.
sure did.
But this is where this just gets egregious. This man had a pocket dimension, and inside of that pocket dimension, he had trained monkeys in that bitch typing away, talking shit. Swear to
Yeah.
y'all, they had to been typing shit like, fuck this illegal alien Kryptonian
Literally.
piece of shit. He needs to take his bitch ass back to Krypton. Superman has to be the worst superhero ever. Saw some niggas robbing the Metropolis Bank the other day. Where was super shit? Nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be
This is why
found.
Batman's always been better. Fuck you, Superman. And man, I ain't gonna
They
lie to you,
probably
this
were
next
saying
part
some
is
stuff
just
like that.
sickening. He grabbed and kidnapped this
Yeah,
street
this
vendor,
was
a
so sad.
wholehearted, innocent man. And you
I
wanna know
felt so
why
bad
Lex
for this
kidnapped this
man.
man? Simply because he liked his food. He
Yeah.
literally just liked bro's food and helped him out once. And what did Lex do? Gun to the back of your head, name 5 Superman comics. Murdered a innocent man just because Superman liked his food. Like complete
That's
insanity.
insane.
But then the icing on the cake. He spent years analyzing his fighting style all the way to the teeniest, tiniest detail and made a clone of the nigga just to kill him. Oh, and
Yeah.
I can't forget, he spent billions of dollars doing this shit. Generational wealth to kill one man. If that ain't generational hatred, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Right?
Superman goes home and ends up getting rage baited by his girlfriend too.
No, and he's gonna go, and BlankBoy's gonna go over this, I'm sure, but the fact that this dude literally risked the safety of the entire freaking planet just to draw out Superman, not even directly to kill him, but just to draw him out is just like elite levels of hatred and just absolute insanity. He's willing to risk the entire planet just to get to one man. Holy hell.
For saving people.
Like,
He got that
Lex,
Batman logic down
get
to
it
a T,
together,
asking him
dude.
dumbass questions.
No more questions for you, bro.
Even superheroes can't escape girlfriend's BS. He was probably on his 17th time answering, "Do you really think I'm pretty?" So he decides forget this Clark Kent shit and goes back to being Superman, cause someone's stupid dog is out here barking at the giant kaiju and Superman needs to save the day. Someone need to come get Coco. He out here wildin'.
Yeah, who left their dog out here like this?
Looking at this, I'm taking living in Gotham with the gangs and thugs over metahumans and giant fucking axolotls.
Honestly, I would much rather live in Metropolis than Gotham. I'm gonna be so real. I would so much rather live in Metropolis than Gotham, because I know on the surface it seems like Metropolis is a city that's much more dangerous because you have like buildings toppling over and like these massive seismic events and things like that, but hey, at least with that, you know the matter is going to be solved and it will not be repeated. Because at least this dude, Superman, tries to make sure that the fights don't necessarily cause casualties. The villains in Gotham? They'll cause casualties just for fun. Like, I would so much rather live in Metropolis than Gotham.
I can understand if you disagree with me though. Niggas in Gotham be watching, yo chat, 50 gifted to cut off his thumb ass Twitch streams. Superman's gotta save everyone, and that includes the stupid dog using his breath to get Lil Bro up out of here. And I guess that's cool and all, but I don't know. I prefer my Superman to see people as well as their homes drowning in a flood and hit the "I know you see this swag, bitch." Superman's had enough, flying in towards the kaiju and hits it with a brutal uppercut in the freaking nose. Getting hit in the nose hurts like crazy, and he looking silly like he gotta sneeze, while stumbling backwards from it towards a building, but Superman is able to come through and stop it. Way different from the "yay, we saved the city" Avengers had the audacity to chill and get some eats after. But my GOAT Superman not allowing this property damage, pushing the kaiju away, who then decides to use his Joker breath, hot as shit, shooting fire at Superman and the people behind who did not sign up for all this shit. That's the marketing.
I don't know why they were still in there. They should have just left that building a long time ago.
For gassing up these models. Look at him. Whatever happened to niggas being humble? Superman starts flying towards the kaiju, dodging all his flamethrowing, but then just flies directly up, way into the sky, out of nowhere for no reason. Did he give up? Spider-Man, you next. Good luck, nigga. Or never mind. Superman just needed to build up speed, cannonballing back down, hitting bro between the nostrils, leaving the kaiju dazed once again. And for some reason, the area hasn't been evacuated yet.
Right?
So Superman has to go out of his way to save this woman from getting
why are y'all still here? Leave.
For her still being out here is if she's deaf or blind. And even then, I don't know, cause I've seen Stevie Wonder courtside yelling brick at Paul George. Luckily, Superman safely lands her and she's talking about, "Oh my gosh, Superman, thank you so much. How could I ever repay you?"
Well, shit, is you gonna suck my dick? You know what I'm
Hey, yo.
I can't even judge him. Spider-Man was on the same timing. He said with great responsibility comes great cheeks. But Superman getting distracted means that now he got the limelight stolen from him by the Justice Gang, a bunch of Justice League rejects. And they moving like the real thing, charging in towards the kaiju as he starts flamethrowing at them now. He's gonna burn everything down, so Superman's goofy self pulled a SpongeBob SquarePants move. Why the fuck would this dumbass throw the water tower instead of using the water in it?
Move this man!
I guess it's a good thing Hawkgirl is here, landing, hitting Bro in the head, and taking off, leaving him writhing in pain and agony. So he changes his sights on an easier lick. He peeps that nigga Mr. Terrific in a Stephen Hawking chair. Thought it was free eats, but ends up with a muzzle put on him. But Guy Gardner must have forgot he got that dad bod. You don't got the muscles for this. Getting dragged around like a rag doll, back broken. I has to just fly away, making the smart business decision. As Hawkgirl does the complete opposite, flying in and hitting the kaiju in the eye, getting her mace stuck. I feel bad for Giant Stitch. He did not ask for any of this.
He really did.
Was literally born yesterday. And now he getting the beats put on him when he was set up by Lex Luthor. Out here with the mace in his eye and oven mitts on his hand. Free baby Godzilla. This is crazy. He didn't even do anything. I bet Kong coming in next too. He said, "Oh yeah, I need my get back some way, somehow." But for now, Hawkgirl is destroying his eyeball, leaving Superman to save this little girl who must be Helen Keller's granddaughter.
I'm saying, why are you there?
But this is exactly why the weak-ass Justice Gang on the bench, getting their minutes took by a regular nigga with a bow. Hawkgirl banging on his eye like a fucking drum, and Green Lantern decides, that's a great idea. So he goes and conjures up a drill, attaches it to the kaiju's head, and starts giving his eye strokes. This whole time, keep in mind, Superman been telling them not to hurt it, and they choosing to try and blind the nigga, while Supergirl is out here saving every living thing from the damage of their fight. I mean, just look how grateful this squirrel is. He was so thankful, he looked ready to break out into song. I guess because the Justice Gang, their own group, they feel like they don't gotta listen to Superman. Cause he said not to hurt the kaiju, and Mr. Terrific goes, oh I bet, putting a bunch of bombs down his throat and belly. This is why this group sucks. They probably gonna recruit fucking Hancock next. But for now, Mr. Terrific hitting them.
I ain't gonna hold you, that would kinda go hard. Hancock not only being in the DC universe, but being a part of the Justice Gang, especially now that they've added Metamorpho into the mix, that would kinda go hard, I'm not gonna lie.
And booms his insides, Brody holding his stomach like he tried some Wingstop. But before Superman and the Justice Gang could get their glaze for saving everyone, Superman gets exposed. His whole tape got leaked, and now niggas knows his strokes are not super at all. And the entire public turns against him. They thought he was slanging shit. So after thinking it over for a while, Superman does the Superman thing and turns himself in. Free my son Big Soup Easy, he innocent. For once now, the man who saves everyone all the time needs to be saved himself. So the real nigga, Mr. Terrific with these fake ass J's pulled up, throwing up his set. He didn't come here to play any games, ignoring everyone in his path. Lex Luthor's soldiers telling him to go back to Wakanda, and Mr. Terrific giving him the Helen Keller treatment. And he isn't taking them serious at all. Bro got jokes, talking about some, got your neck. Give me that shit, nigga. This is insane. How you get out-auraed by a nigga with a Smash Bros cut. But unfortunately, aura doesn't make you bulletproof. They telling him to get out, and he talking about some, I know my rights, officer. All their body cams are now off. So Mr. Terrific puts a force field shield around him and Lois. Now what if that nigga had a tech malfunction? They would have gotten lit up like the 4th of July. But instead Mr. Terrific is rolling around the force field. Lois is watching in disbelief right now. Genuinely can't believe her eyes. Like,
this scene honestly made me rethink how the Arrowverse did this character, Mr. Terrific, and let me tell you, Arrowverse Mr. Terrific sucks. I never liked that his character, like Curtis Holt in the Arrowverse, I never liked him, really didn't. I just was not vibing with that character at all. He just did not interest me. But seeing how this version of the character is, and I also like looked into the character's background online, it really just illuminated for me how off the freaking mark Arrowverse Mr. Terrific was. Because holy crap, he sucks. But this really showed me just how cold Mr. Terrific is. This scene alone made me love that character.
She's not dating an alien nigga with laser beams, invincibility, and ice breath. This is unbelievable though. How you a hero picking up and slamming niggas, literally breaking his neck into pieces. I'm sorry bro, Lex can't be paying y'all enough for this. Like bro, look at this. He trying to shoot at Lois getting his head taken off. Imagine getting your head wrung and the nigga who did it hitting Gabby Douglas Dougie moves afterwards. He really don't give a damn. Mr. Terrific just out here doing anything bruh. Look at him. Half these dudes not even security. He's slamming a bunch of niggas in Hawaiian shirts and flip-flops. Bro fighting the most relaxed ops of all time. Meanwhile, DC got Batman beefing with fucking dragons. He has a bunch of guys floating and knocks them out the sky and then absolutely demolishes this dude. Whole Lex Luthor military base catching belt right now. Why nobody ain't sound the alarms yet? They need to cause Mr. Terrific trips, hits 2 more, and then Shorty with the book catches Chris Brown treatment and starts walking down his opponent slowly. Can't sprint cause that's got less aura. Hitting him with a nasty left and his drones just sending bodies everywhere. Going into a fight with the BO2
nonchalant about this too.
Overpowered. especially when you deliver two-piece combos as well, slashing this dude's back and forth, just doing them dirty with swag too. It must be to compensate for the cut.
And then the lifter?
No looks. We get it, bro. You're so cool. And then grabs this joint and turns it into Mary Poppins. Except he's not gonna be taking care of orphans. He's creating them instead. Finishing off 6 of them. Beam, boop, bop, bop, boom, bop, bam. Wiping everyone out with minimal effort. Superman definitely putting in that petition for bro to join the Justice League. Green Lantern,
did that
you're out.
casually.
Bro, what the fuck? I just saved 8 cats out of trees today alone. Magical all-powerful ring and niggas spawning in ladders. Pack your stuff. Leaving bodies on bodies everywhere. Finding the portal to go find Superman and secure his 10-day Justice League contract. But Superman OPS ended up not even needing his help for real, cause he saved Crypto, himself, Metamorpho, and his son with the big ass head, escaping Lex Luthor's prison, and goes on his way to find Lex Luthor to put some paws on him. But before he can, Superman and Mr. Terrific get snuck, face dragged through bricks heading over to the Metropolis Meteor Stadium. They ain't seen a win in 3 seasons. Superman, please catch this dub. Niggas talk about potentially signing Willie Mays. But I don't know, this might be another L on the record because Mr. Terrific getting dragged through the dirt, and so is Superman. They got bro rolling like the Joker. That was embarrassing, bro. Fight just started and Mr. Terrific already slumped.
He's
that
a
Justice League
regular
contract offer will
human.
be getting revoked, leaving Superman in the ISO versus 2 already? We already filled our quota of at least 1 black guy for the team anyways.
Hey,
so
yo.
Superman and Ultraman charge into each other, clashing, got him moonwalking, picking up and slamming him. Got that nigga stuck halfway through the ground like a Looney Tunes character, staring him down as the engineer whips out her blades and misses all of them. She finna go back to the other DC villains like,
It's so really it's simple. If you hit this nigga, know the fuck you did it.
she about to just tackle him, dragging him through the dirt as he uses his
Literally.
heat vision, taking a little bit off the top. Mr. Terrific next.
Damn, I messed up. We gotta go ball, fam.
Allowing for Superman to win top mount and smear her face. Luckily, she didn't come here alone, and Lex Luthor activates 5A. That's Sneak Nation's favorite move, and Ultraman perfected it to a T, coming over with a crazy right hook, sending Superman barreling 40 yards. Ezekiel Elliott could never relate. And this is all while the engineer is still holding on to him, so Superman starts using her as a weapon to swing at Ultraman, making sure he eats straight dirt. She should be out for the count after this.
She should have been.
Might have been worse than what the unincredible Hulk did to Loki.
Nah, it
Ultraman
wasn't.
saves her by
Let's be
attacking
real, it
Superman,
wasn't.
grabbing him by the ankle and going up into the sky. At this point, it's clear they have to jump him to have a shot. So when the engineer sees Superman occupied, she gets up faster than we all did out of our beds after our mom had already told us to wake up for school and we fell back asleep, sliding over like she just scored a 50-yard screamer, getting her cannon blaster ready, while Ultraman in the sky starts opening Superman's legs. Yes, I'm sure these niggas are still just fighting, laying his head backwards and kicking him in the nuts. That's OD. There are no kids in your future. Unfortunately, the Kryptonian bloodline stops here, especially when the engineer blasting him into the dirt too. Lex Luthor Twitch streaming the whole thing, and the engineer doesn't even give Supes a chance to catch his breath.
Nope.
In fact, she takes it away, and not in a romantic way. Using her nanobites, he trying to get the black off. That's Michael Jackson's signature move. Unlike Peter,
yo.
Superman not rocking with this version of symbiotes. Shit all in his lungs, eyes, cheeks, all that. Looking like he got a beehive on his head and just takes off into the sky, flying up to space. And because of their determination to be stupid, they decide to fly after him. Engineer extending her fingers to attach onto Superman and jetpacking up towards him. Keep in mind, they're doing all this ridiculous jumping to bro because he saves people. As she holds on, and Ultraman grabs onto his leg, climbing up and starts unleashing lefts onto Superman's dome. My man's organs are being filled with nanobites while getting jumped, and this is supposed to be a weak Superman? Ultraman.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. He is being suffocated and getting jumped, all while they are trying to pull him from the sky, and he's still going up, and people want to call him weak? Nah.
Filled with nanobites while getting jumped, and this
Ain't
is
no
supposed
way.
to be a weak Superman?
He ain't
Ultraman and
weak,
the
bro.
engineer
He
are
is
punching
far
the shit
from
out
it.
of Superman, but they still can't stop him from flying up. They don't call him the Man of Steel for no reason. They also don't call Rod Wave the Man of Meals for no reason either. Ultraman's punching him and he just eating that shit. Lex probably more disappointed right now than the dad from Jump In. Double dutch ass nigga. It should have been you fighting Canelo. Superman makes it all the way to space and then just crashes them all back down to Earth.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
This Superman is not only strong, but he also shows that Superman isn't a dunce. Got Lex Luthor like, how? You know you did something incredible when the smartest man in the world can't understand it. Superman is able to climb himself out of the hole and empties his system of nanobites. Shit just kept going, looking like a fucking magic trick. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. Cause the engineer is knocked the fuck out, leaving Superman to finally get his fight one-on-one for once against Ultraman, or should I say, Lex Luthor's hate for Superman is so strong, he cloned this man and studied his every move to try and beat him, calling out 3L to laser beam Superman across the room. Yo, Lex, why don't you chill and try being nice to Superman, bro?
It's not in his DNA.
Clearly,
He
that's not on the
can't.
table. Superman gotta catch
He
more
can't do
hands.
it.
So Lex calls out some shit to get Ultraman and grab Superman, headbutt, right hook, and knee. Got Superman's head ringing to ensure maximum CTE damage is done. He flips him upside down, delivering 2 rights, crashes his head up against the roof, another right, gut punch. Superman getting boxed up
That
by
combo
himself
is
right now, bro.
disgusting.
You need to counter his moves. Start thinking, what would I do in this situation? Cause right now he getting slammed, held up, and choked. Ultraman got this nigga seeing the light. Jesus is not coming to save you, gang. But it was actually just the roof caving in, and that gave Superman the distraction he needed, so he could get the chance to break Ultraman's wrist, dodge his right, headbutt, and tackle him flying out the sewer. Shit was smelling like Will Smith's music. He dropped the album, thought it was trash, dang. Crashing into debris, hitting him with a right, flipping around, hitting him with another 2 rights, flying back in to what I hoped was the Superman special, flying double punch.
That would have been
Instead, he
sick.
hits him into bricks and then into a convention center. All the geeks there
I do
definitely
hope we
thinking
get
this
that
is
at
just
some point
elite
in the
cosplay from
DCU.
these two. My Pennywise some dog shit compared to them. Ultraman goes at Superman, dodging his punch, grabbing him by the cape, and flying out of the convention center and back over to the giant Donatello teeth gap crater in the ground, throwing the both of them off the cliff, crashing Superman's head into the wall, and then slamming him onto the ground. And Lex Luthor starts cheesing, takes this chance to get to button spamming rights on Superman's face. He in there hype as hell, delivering haymakers on bro. Everyone's celebrating like they just won Game 7. But there's some things that should terrify you. Spider-Man when he stops joking, Goku when he stops smiling, CW when they announce a new show, and Super joking, Goku when he stops smiling,
You know what? I'm gonna be that guy and defend some of these. First few seasons, awesome. I loved this show overall. It's my favorite show in the Arrowverse. I only saw 2 seasons of this and then dropped it. The first 5 seasons of this, golden era of the show. Still loved it later on, but let's be real. The first 5 seasons were peak. Never watched that. Season 1 and 2 I thought were pretty good for Riverdale, but then it just lost the plot and just went somewhere random. Black Lightning I thought was good. Legacies, it wasn't as bad, like as atrocious as people claim it is, but it definitely lost the plot until its final season, ironically. Never watched that. Batwoman, only saw season 1. It was alright. Never saw this Charmed. Roswell was pretty good. At least from the 2 seasons that I saw, it was pretty good. I liked The 100 a lot. In the Dark, I never really watched that. Legends of Tomorrow, I enjoyed heavily. I still gotta finish it, but I enjoyed it a lot. Supergirl, I enjoyed until the first 3 seasons, peak. After that, it kind of fell off, and Flash, we know how downhill that went. We know how downhill that went.
When they announce
First
a new
3 seasons
show,
of the
and
Flash
Superman
peak.
cheesing
After
as he starts whistling, shooting out like a damn rocket, Crypto flies in, headbutting the shit out of Ultraman. He just saved Superman, and he was calling him a bad dog. You gonna have to stop treating him like this now.
He thinks he's one of the models, Inc.
Get that cat out of the way!
They standing off announcing themselves. Superman, Ultraman, I like my balls.
Oh man,
What?
You're just ruining it.
Make yourself useful and get those cameras. As Superman decks him, get that little nigga a real toy. Block, and then both gut punch each other on some Goku versus Vegeta shit. But who's Goku? is very clear. Superman got
Very
Ultra Instinct
clear.
rocking the hell out of Ultraman as Krypto taunts the shit out of Lex Luthor, destroying his camera. Now he can't give Ultraman all the answers, so Superman pulls up, grabbing concrete and smacking the shit out of him and yamming it on his head on some LeBron James shit, showing just like Bron, there's only one of me. Dudes was trying to say Zion was the next him. Instead, that nigga got soda cans in his bathroom. Superman flies in, dodging his laser beams, stepping on Ultraman's head, grabbing his leg. And it's so crazy, cause Superman's really the nicest nigga ever. But then he'll do some shit like this, smacking Ultraman in the head on every single piece of debris possible, knocking his ass out. And as if putting him to sleep wasn't already good enough, Superman decides that ore farming afterwards is absolutely necessary. And you know what? He was right. What can I say? I'm a sucker for a dope superhero shot.
No, not you, Seamus.
But Superman looks up to see that.
No.
Peak shot, peak shot, peak shot. Yeah, you can go away, Star-Lord.
No, not you, Seamus.
But Superman looks up to see that Lex Luthor sent the Raptors in. But those niggas been a lottery team for dumb long. Nobody's scared of them coming. He flies right after them. Krypto rips his helmet off and Superman rocks, bro. Knocking his teeth out. He getting off work like,
damn,
I'm home. Flying over to all the Raptors and they jump on tackling him. And he just tornadoes them off. It was like 100 people and he just literally brushed them off like it was nothing. And cleans up the rest of them with his heat vision, spinning in circles, got them all dropping like flies. But Ultraman, the dude who always calling Superman twin, don't call me your twin, nigga, you ugly, tackles him out the air when he was least expecting it onto the ground, punching him. Ultraman out here sneaking now that Lex Luthor dropped the controller. It must have been Frieza who picked that bitch up. But Frieza's turning on the sticks, so Supes rocks him, getting his arm caught, slammed, and then put in an arm bar. He putting on MMA moves right now. But who needs that unnecessary skill shit when you just got strength? Cause Superman dislocates his own shoulder, slamming Ultraman into the debris, into the black hole, finally ending the fight, putting an end to Ultraman. But he's still got one more stop to make.
Comes back as Bizarro in the
get
future.
Up out of here. Where you going, nigga? I ain't forget about you. But Lex is not backing down at all. His racism runs too deep to do so. Veins popping up in his head, tapping him in the chest. Bro is really fuming at the fact that Superman saved the world. He's a sick individual, and Krypto's had enough of it. Doing Lex Luthor dirty, ragdolling him. I told y'all to
this was their version of Puny God, for real,
This
for
is
real.
a normal dog, bruh.
Because that was crazy. I was laughing so hard.
Legs dangling up in the air. But honestly, man, Lex Luthor deserves it.
He deserved that. Lex absolutely deserved that. Oh, yeah, that was good. Oh, that was good. This was such a good movie, man. Such a good movie. If this is how we're starting the DCU, I can't wait to see what else James Gunn has in store, because this was peak. This was not only a peak Superman movie, it was a peak superhero movie, period. This was awesome. And BlankBoy, CJ, y'all did a great job covering this. That's gonna be it for me. If you guys enjoyed my reaction to this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya.